What's up everyone, it's Marco Hanna, and you guys know what this phone is right here. This is the LG G4. We already brought you our full review, but I've been using this phone as my daily driver for about a month now, and I want to give you guys my thoughts 30 days after using this phone as a daily driver. So let's go ahead and get into the LG G4 1 month later. Now, as I said in the full review of the G4 isn't exactly a radical departure from the LG G3. It's basically the same size. It's marginally faster in terms of specs. It has a 6-core processor instead of a quad-core processor. It has basically the same display. It has a bumped-up camera with improved 4K video, improved OIS, improved laser autofocus, and basically the same battery and design. Now, the new things are it does look a little bit different because it's flexed. It also comes in a leather back, and it's a little bit larger in footprint, but not in screen size. And it's basically the same story in the software department as well. It's basically a reworked LG UX software that works a little bit better for Lollipop, and it's very, very similar to the same software we saw in Android KitKat on the LG G3. But over the month, I've really noticed some of the strong points of the LG G4 compared to its LG G3 predecessor, which is really, it has almost zero lag. It still does buffer a little bit. I mean, when you're talking about really intensive things like having a million Chrome tabs open, it really slows down just about any phone, no matter how many processors or how much RAM you have. But the LG G3 always had this startup lag. It was always weird, but it always happened on any LG G3, and that is basically gone on the LG G4. Also, things are a little bit more simple. It's a little bit more organized, but generally it's not the greatest looking software, nor is it the most useful software, but it just kind of works. And one thing the G4 is great for is media consumption, especially when we're talking about written content and video content. That beautiful 5.5-inch Quad HD IPS display is great. And moving on to something I really didn't talk about too much in my full review, and that is the removable back cover and that removable battery next to the battery life. One great thing about the LG G4 is it still has a removable battery, which means people can walk around with an extra battery in their backpack or their purse, and if they ever kill their phone, you could just put in a new battery, and there you go. You have a brand new battery and a phone that will last you even more. And the great thing is, the G4 is probably the best flagship that has the best battery life. Compared to the S6 and the HTC One M9, it is literally the best battery life because, well, it's basically unchanged in terms of hardware from last year, and the G3 had fantastic battery life. So to kind of put it all in a really short summary here, the LG G4 is by far one of my favorite flagships of this year. It's a great phone. It's a great design, and they really said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kind of like the HTC One M9, but the camera is broken on that phone, and the camera on this phone is definitely not broken. So if you have an LG G4, make sure to leave me a comment below telling me your experiences with the G4, and if you've been thinking about a G4, hopefully this video will help you making your buying decision. I really, really recommend buying this phone. If you haven't already, if you're a G3 fan and you want to upgrade, this is really a great phone, and it has one of the best cameras ever. So make sure to leave that comment below. Also hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, my name is Marco Hanna, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.